Surprise, surprise, we have a new patch teaser and it's looking like it's gonna be a banger. Nothing but buffs in this one, and I for one was expecting a little bit of nerf action, not gonna lie, but some buffs definitely are gonna shake things up, so let's dive into it and let's see what Hearthstone has in store for our Christmas season. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the cards.
You are not prepared!
So here's the whole patch teaser, and we do have 10 buffed cards for standard. There's also a Battlegrounds patch teaser if you guys want to check that one out, but here we concentrate on standard shenanigans. So let's dive into the actual cards that are getting buffed. And the first one on the list is gonna be Solitude. 2 mana, discover a minion. If your deck has no minions, reduce the cost of any in your hand by 2. So this is basically straight support for no minion Demon Hunter, and so far that really hasn't been taking off. As you guys can see, the stats are definitely speaking for themselves. Nothing even close to actual 50% win rate, so that says a lot. But how can you really change a card like this? I don't think this thing can go down to 1 mana, and I'm not sure if this thing can discount by more than 2, that would be a little bit too much, but technically speaking, why not? Like, you're not supposed to have that many minions in your hand anyway. You do have plenty of ways to discover after all with no minion Demon Hunter, but I'm really not sure what can happen here. I guess dropping this down to either the 1 mana or reducing the cost by 3 mana shouldn't be too crazy given the fact how bad the deck is right now, but I don't know. You tell me in the comments what you guys think about this one. The second card that's getting buffed for this archetype would be the Eternal Hold. This is the legendary 6 mana location for Demon Hunter, and this one gives you a demon that costs 5 or more, and if your deck has no minions, your next one costs 0. All around, this definitely does look like quite the pricey location, not gonna lie, so straight out the bat I do believe this thing should be going down to 5 mana, and I don't really expect anything else to get changed here, like maybe get 2 demons that cost 5 or more, but that might be a little bit too crazy now that I'm saying it. Like, imagine getting yourself 2 0 mana Eladaris on turn 6 would be a little bit too much, so yeah, final answer, 5 mana. Same effect, same everything should be the way to go with this one, and maybe we are gonna start seeing a little bit more no minion Demon Hunter, but keep in mind, this is a very fragile archetype because as soon as you shuffle a minion into this deck, it kind of stops working, at least for the most part. So things like Garona Rogue would be an absolute menace against this thing because you are gonna give them King Lane, who is indeed a minion. The third card that's getting buffed would be the Highborne Mentor, and this is a 8 mana 6/6 that gets you a 2/2 pupil, discover a spell that costs 7 or more from the past to teach it. I'm not sure what can happen to this card to make it actually decent. Right now it's a little bit too expensive and a little bit too random. If I had to try and make this card playable, I think I would slash it not by 1 but by 2 mana, so 6 mana, same effect, same everything, sounds about right to me. You could be getting some interesting 7 mana spells out of it, but technically speaking you're paying the price, guys. Like, you spend a gajillion mana for a minion that kinda does nothing on that turn, so a little bit too slow for today's day and age. Good arena card, but for standard, pretty dog water if you ask me. So I would hope it drops down to 6 mana, and I still have doubts if it's gonna see play in standard, but I guess time will tell. We also have another druid card, the Kaldorei Cultivator, which has not been seeing the light of day just yet. Personally, I think this archetype does have some merit, but so far it really doesn't seem like it. This is a 3 mana 3/4 battlecry, discover 2 beasts, put them at the bottom of your deck with +5/+5. And what I would do here, I would probably just again drop down the mana, maybe trim down the stats as well to make it look like a 2-drop, and the effect stays the same. So yeah, doing this on turn 2 definitely allows it to follow up a lot better with things like New Heights, or the other card that looks for cards from the bottom like Contingency. I really think that would make the deck curve out a lot better. Timelooper Toki is also on the buff list, which is kind of interesting. The deck actually started seeing some play for some people at least. It's not a top tier deck or anything like that. As you can see, the stats really don't represent it being anything close to one actual good top tier deck. But Timelooper Toki is quite the random card. You're getting yourself 4 random spells from the past. They could be from all classes, by the way, so it's really random. And if you get yourself something like 10 mana spells and they're like, good luck playing that. Should be pretty rough if you ask me, and I'm really not sure what you could be doing to this card to actually make it playable. Like, maybe get 4 random spells and reduce their cost by 1 at least, something along those lines. Like, random spells, I don't know, dude. I really hate cards like this, by the way. Like, I really feel cards like these don't really have a place in standard. Feels like a Tavern Brawl card to me. It's just a little bit too random. Like, anytime a Yogg kind of card takes up the meta, I'd say is a sad day for Hearthstone, but I guess a lot of other people enjoy it, so who am I to judge? But yeah, personally I would keep everything the same and reduce the cost by cards discovered at least by 1, so you at least have some kind of advantage playing her, but still I feel she's gonna be a little bit too random. Next up we have a priest card getting buffed, and this is the 5 mana 5/5 divine Augur, or however the hell you pronounce that thing. Battlecry set the attack and health of every minion in your hand to the higher of the 2 stats. That's kind of a cool effect, but it's really not that powerful for the most part, and feels a little bit too expensive for the effect that this thing is giving. I would personally give it the Chillwind Yeti treatment and just drop it down to a 4 mana 4/5. I think that still is gonna make it not super impactful, but at least better than what it is, that's for sure. So I really think a Chillwind Yeti here is not gonna hurt for this card, but it's still gonna be kind of whatever, honestly. And we also have another priest card, the Power Word Barrier, which is give a character Divine Shield, give minions in your hand +2 health. This card does combo off well with the other one, because first you increase health and then you increase the attack up to the higher stats, so probably health, and that is gonna make for even bigger, better man in your hand. I'm not sure if hand buff priest really is gonna pick up, or it's just gonna be a support tactic for some of the priest archetypes, but these two both getting buffed should be nice. And how do you buff this one? Well, make it 1 mana, right? Even at 1 mana, I think it's gonna be kind of okay-ish at best. Still, priest does look like it needs a lot of help for it to be competitive again. Personally, I don't want it to be too much competitive, because we all know how fun it is to lose against control priest, but still, other people do enjoy this archetype, so 1 mana Power Word Barrier, it sounds about right to me. And the last 3 cards we're getting buffed here would be all from Rafaam, so I'm very excited to actually try Rafaam Warlock one more time. I'm pretty sure it's actually gonna hit decent this time with 3 actual buffs tokens for Rafaam. This should be pretty nice. Starting off with the 1 mana Death Rattle draw Rafaam token, and this one is interesting, guys. Like, how do you even change this cards? Maybe make it into a little Voidwalker, 1 mana 1/3 taunt? I think that actually would be pretty awesome for the class, because it does suffer from early game aggression from time to time. And I think that would be kind of decent, because what else can you really do? Like, I doubt they're gonna do draw 2 Rafaams with Death Rattle. Maybe they can make it Battlecry draw Rafaam, but that doesn't really change much either. I don't know. I think 1 mana 1/3 taunt, Death Rattle draw Rafaam sounds about right to me. Although now that I'm saying it, as you guys see, everything else is 2 mana 2/2, 3 mana 3/3, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 10. So I really doubt something like that's gonna happen. So what the hell's gonna happen, guys? Maybe draw Rafaam, give it a discount or something? So yeah, final answer, draw Rafaam discounted by 1 sounds decent to me, and it could actually allow you to do some good high rolls. The 2 mana Rafaam is also getting buffed, and here we have Battlecry, give Rafaams in your hand +2/+2, which, to be honest, sounds good, but a lot of times you're really not gonna have that many Rafaams in your hand. So again, since we established stats are definitely not getting touched, maybe it's gonna be give Rafaams in your hand and deck +2/+2. That definitely is gonna be pretty massive. Playing this on turn 2 is gonna make for a lot bigger, better Rafaams later on, and I think this will actually make the deck very, very competitive indeed. Because technically speaking, if you play this on turn 2, that is effectively what, +18/+18 for all of your Rafaams? Kinda insane, not gonna lie. And last but not least, we have Warchief Rafaam, the 5 mana 5/5 Battlecry, gain 5 armor. If you control another Rafaam, gain 5 more. What could we do to this card to stay true to its 5 nature? Maybe give it a taunt. That would definitely make it quite a defensive tool. Like, imagine playing a 5 mana 5/5 gain 10 armor and actually have yourself a taunt. That would be definitely very defensive for it, because what else could you realistically change here, honestly? Maybe give it lifesteal or something, because none of the other cards actually have lifesteal, and the 7 mana does have a taunt. Not that it's carved in stone that everybody has to have a different keyword. As you guys see, there's plenty of battle cries and whatnot, but we do have a single rush, a single taunt, so maybe a single lifesteal or something. That could be cool for sure. But with all of these 3 buffs combined, I do believe Rafaam Warlock should actually become kinda meta now, especially with the meta slowing down a little bit. I think it's time for Rafaam Warlock to shine, even though, as you guys see so far, the situation couldn't be further from the truth. Here we actually have a 50% win rate for a Rafaam deck, but yeah, with 3 buffs to Rafaam cards, I think this should be good, and I am definitely excited to give this deck a try as soon as the patch comes out tomorrow. So yeah, that's about it for all the cards that are getting buffed tomorrow. You can be sure I'll also give you a detailed patch notes review once we actually know exactly what the patch is gonna be, and I'll try to think about what this might mean for for the meta, what new decks we might be expecting, what old decks might become better, and who knows, what old decks might become worse. So be on the lookout for that video and make sure not to miss it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be awesome, and do let me know in the comments if you guys are excited to try some of these newly buffed cards. Thanks for watching, I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.